Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Rabbi.
We're learning Mishna Kesubos, Perek Yud Gimel, chapter 13, Mishnah Aleph, Mishnah 1. Shnei Dayana Gezeres HaYerushalayim. There were two judges of decrees in Yerushalayim. Excuse me. Admon v'Chanan ben Avishalom. Their names were Admon and Chanan ben Avishalom. They were called judges of decrees. The reason they were called judges of decrees is because they were members of a special court that had the authority to issue decrees that imposed fines on thieves. Special Bezdin convened to deal with decrees against the thieves, and they were part of that Bezdin, which made them very prominent. And these two judges, the Mishnah continues, Chanan said two things that the other sages disputed. Admon Omer Shiva, and Admon said 7 things that the other sages disputed. And as we're going to see, the reason why this is brought here is because it relates to the subjects that we previously had discussed. So here's the first one. Somebody went to a far-off country. And his wife demands support. My husband's supposed to feed me. He's gone, and I'm not getting fed. So she has the ability to go to Bezdin and to tell Bezdin that they should sell some of his property and give her the money so she'll be able to feed herself. So that's the case. Her husband is gone, and she is demanding from Bezdin that the Bezdin sells some of his property to be able to buy food for her. Hanan said, Tishava b'seif, v'tishava b'tchila. Translated, that means she swears at the end, but she does not swear at the beginning. That means swearing at the end means when she collects her ksuba, meaning at a point of time where, let's say, the news comes back that the husband, they're talking about here, the news comes back that her husband died, which means not only does she have the right to support, she has the right to collect her ksuba if she wants. Now, we have already learned previously that before a woman collects a ksuba, she has to swear to the fact that she does not have anything in her possession of the husband's, that she would basically be, if she's holding on to things that belong to him, then, either if you want your ksuba, give it back, or deduct the value of those things from the ksuba. She can't just be holding on to things that belong to her husband and expect to get full payment for the ksuba. So every time she wants to collect her ksuba from the heirs, when we're talking about when the husband dies, the woman has to swear to the fact that she doesn't already have things in her possession that be counted towards the ksuba, which is something that we already learned previously. Now, in this case, she wants to come and we're talking about here that, just give me 1 second. Right. So we have a situation where, while he was still alive, meaning he'd gone far away, as far as we know he's still alive, she was claiming he didn't leave me anything, didn't leave me any food, didn't leave me anything to support myself. So she goes and she says, she goes to Bezdin and says, sell his property so I should be able to be fed. So Hanan says, at that point, we don't make her swear. Meaning one might argue and say, you're claiming that you have no money for food. Maybe he did leave you money for food, and you're just getting more out of Bezdin you don't have a right to. Maybe she should swear. Maybe we should make her swear to say that he left you food. He left you money. He left you money for food, and you're claiming that he didn't. It's not true. Maybe she'd have to swear before she can make the Bezdin sell the property to feed her. She should swear that he didn't leave her anything. So Hanan says, no, you don't got to do that. That's what he meant. Tishava b'seif, tishava b'tchila. At the end, meaning when the report comes back, or if the report comes back, or in this case, when the report, if the report comes back, let's put it that way. If the report comes back that he died and she has the ability to collect her ksuba, if she wants to collect her ksuba, she will swear. But to collect the food during his lifetime, that she doesn't have to swear to. That's what Hanan says. You swear when it's time to collect the ksuba when he dies, you swear to that. But when you're collecting the food during his lifetime because he went away, and you say there's no money for food, then we say you don't got to swear. Well, let's continue. Let's see the rest of the Mishnah. Nachlaku alav b'nei kohanim gedolim. The sages known as the sons of the kohanim gedolim, the sons of the high priests, argued on him. V'amru, they said, tishav batchila u'basayf. Got to swear at the beginning and at the end. She's going to swear when she collects her suba if the report comes back that he's dead, and even before we know he's dead, when she's demanding food because she says she has no food, she has to swear then also. That's what means teshava batchilu u'basayf. You swear at the beginning when she's collecting, when she wants the property sold to collect, be able to have money to buy food. She has to swear to the fact that he didn't leave her any money. And at the end, when the ksuba is being paid, if it comes back that he died, she will swear then too. Okay, now, what's the argument here? What's going on here? So it gets a little bit complicated here. We previously learned that there's a concept called Gilgal Shvua, which means if I'm making somebody swear about something, I can also make them swear regarding other things that I would normally have not had the right to make them swear about. Called Gilgal Shvua. You basically roll the Shvua onto something else. You're starting off where there's an obligation to swear, and once you're swearing, I'll make you swear about other things that typically I would not have able to have made you swear about. Okay. So the argument of the first opinion here, the argument of Hanan, who says, you don't got to make her swear in the beginning. He says like this, really, there's an argument to say that she should swear, as I said before, because the assumption would be that a man would leave money for his wife to buy food before he left. That would be the assumption. She wants to claim no. Well, if she wants to claim no, it would make sense to make her swear about it. However, there's going to be a point where anyway she may have to swear. She's going to have to swear in a situation where, when it comes to the point that he dies, and she wants to collect her ksuba, she's going to have to swear then. So you know what? When she swears then, we'll do Gilgal Shvua. We'll include when she's swearing that she doesn't have anything in her possession of his regarding the ksuba, we'll make her swear about the food also. So we won't make her swear right away, but we can make her swear later on. We'll include in the oath that she has to take that she doesn't have anything, that she hasn't taken anything toward that could be counted towards the ksuba. When she makes that oath, we'll also make her swear about the food that she took during her lifetime. So it's not like she's getting off scot-free. We have the ability to make her swear. We don't necessarily have to make her swear now, but we could get her to. We can have the opportunity later to make her swear, and the fact that she knows that already would be a reason enough to say that if she's not telling the truth, that she'll back off. Okay, that's Hanan's opinion. The other sages argued, and they said no. They said we don't want to rely on the fact that when he dies and she wants to collect her ksuba, that she'll then, she'll have to swear about that money she took for the food, because what happens if she dies first? What happens if she took food and then she died? If she dies first, right? And she never swore about the ksuba, there's not going to be any collection of ksuba money. And if we're not going to have her collecting her ksuba or making an oath about it, then we won't have an oath to be able to include the food that she took during her lifetime. So those who argued at Hanan said that this is not a good idea to just rely on when he dies, and she has to swear then. That will also include make her swear about the food she took during his lifetime, because it's possible that it won't happen. It's possible that she's going to die first. There won't be any collection of ksuba. There is no shvur. There is no oath, and there'll be nothing to make. And we won't have the money the money that she took for the money that she took to be supported during his lifetime will never be will never be covered, and therefore they said she has to swear both times. So the Mishnah concludes: Amar Rabbi Doisa ben Arkinas k'divrayim. The sage Rabbi Doisa ben Arkinas, he agreed with their words. I mean, he agreed with the sons of the Kohanim Gedolim that she has to swear both times. Or Rabbi Yechon ben Zakkai said, Yafa Amar Hanan. Hanan said, good. Lo yishava ela b'sayf. She only swears at the end. Who is the halacha like? Here is the Bartanura speaks out. The halacha is like Rebbe Yechon ben Zakkai. She does not swear before she takes money before she basically asks for his land to be sold to have money to buy food. She doesn't have to swear to that. And later on, by the ksuba, when she elects the ksuba, she has to swear then. They could then make a Gilgal Shvuah, and make her also swear about the money she took from the estate for to be supported during his lifetime when he was away. The Bartanura concludes, interestingly, that the only time we say this about her being able to demand food, and that she should be able to demand food. Let me read it to you. All this whole story can only take place 3 months after the Baal leaves. Then Then we'll go ahead and give her money to buy food if she demands it, because she claims I have no money for food. That's only 3 months after he leaves. But before 3 months, she cannot demand any money for food. We strongly assume that a man does not leave and just not leave anything for his wife to be able to support herself. That doesn't make any sense. So he goes ahead, he leaves 3 months worth, at least 3 months worth he leaves to take care of her. After 3 months, it's possible then to say that maybe he didn't leave enough. And even then, it's not so simple to say that. But before 3 months, there is no way that she's able to demand money from his estate through Bezin selling his land to be able to have food. The first 3 months, we assume for sure, no question, he left money. After that, although it's most probable that he also left money, then also it's possible that he didn't, and that is when she can go ahead and demand that his property be sold. She should have money for food, and then that's where the whole argument comes. Does she have to swear at that point or not? Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Rabbi.